Hi everyone, Terry here from Social How To Media. Thanks very much for taking the time again to just view this very short and brief video. So today we're going to talk about a very simple approach but extremely powerful for online marketing. It's called an offer, and I'm sure you've seen it out there. It's about creating something out there that will entice people to interact with your brand, and start to communicate with your company. So a very quick question just before we get started. Do you have an offer that helps attract new business? So currently, do you have something out there that will help possibly engage people and get them enticed to start to communicate with you, come through the doors or leave their email address or make a comment on social media? Do you currently have some kind of offer in place there that will help entice people, draw them into your brand? With an offer, it has to be a couple of things. The first thing, it needs to be something compelling. We've experienced this time and time again where a lot of businesses will say, oh look, we have a newsletter. But to be honest, we find the newsletter these days isn't very compelling. With the internet, there's so much great information out there through YouTube and a whole bunch of other channels, where a newsletter, not many people now subscribe to that. For some industries it can work quite well, but to be honest, it's not very compelling these days. So you have to think of something that's going to be compelling and entice people to, like I said, start to interact with your brand. And the offer has to have some value. You want to make sure that whatever the offer is, that your potential customers or current customers get some really good high value out of it. And the higher the value, the better basically. Here's a few ideas that might assist you when you're thinking about an offer. It can be a simple giveaway. You might have some product or service that you can kind of give away that possibly solves a problem. It adds some real good value to your potential customers. Competitions obviously work extremely well, online and offline. Possibly some free video or maybe an ebook or something like that, depending on what your industry is. Maybe a free consultation, maybe some type of consultation or a free kind of face-to-face meeting that might be beneficial, where you can add some value there. Maybe like a discount voucher, or even could be a list of your top 10 tips to solve a problem or an issue that that might be beneficial to your potential clients. The other trick is it's about using engaging words when you create an offer. And I'll just give you an example. I'm sure you're asking the question, what do I mean by engaging words? So here's a short list. Words like uncover. People like to uncover potential secrets, or uncover some really great information, or maybe unlock. Another word is obviously discover. Discover the 5 benefits to losing weight within 7 days. Learn. Learn how to. That's a very powerful, particularly online term. Secret. Everyone's always interested in a secret. Or free, obviously, that gets people's attention. And bonus. So any number of those words used correctly in an offer can be very powerful. It can draw potential customers into that offer and allows you then to start to communicate with them. And I'll show you now how we actually set up an offer and how we actually communicate with them. So it's pretty straightforward. Obviously you've got your business here, and then we create the offer. And again, using what I mentioned before, it's about something that's compelling, offering some kind of value in amongst that for your potential customers, and then creating that offer with your, I guess, text and headlines, using some really compelling words that will draw them in with your advertising, whether it's offline or online. And then we look at the strategy then, how can we set up that offer so it's across a whole bunch of mediums online. So the offer can be within your website, it can also be the same offer within your Facebook, your Twitter, your YouTube, your Google+. We create things called landing pages that can also have the same offer. Obviously your online ads, whether it's Facebook or pay-per-click, Google AdWords, whatever it might be. Within your email, whether it's an email directly targeting people with that offer, or maybe in your email signature. And as I mentioned before, in your offline marketing, whether it's paper, television, radio, whatever it might be, your sign on the front door of the business, whatever it might be. So it's all about getting that offer, making it compelling, add some real value, and then start driving it through all your marketing channels. And then the goal there is to create a database from this offer. And that's essentially why we create an offer. It's about most probably two things. One, to build a database, and that database, and then the goal is to start communicating with them to turn them into sales, turn them into real dollar sales, basically. And so as that offer starts to drive out there, it's about creating a system then around that where we can capture potential clients' name and email, and then start communicating with them, and eventually then convert them into potential sales for you. So that's just a brief video today. Hopefully it's been helpful about how to position an offer around your business, make it compelling, make sure it's got some real value, use some real key words in there that will entice people, and then capture those potential customers into a database where then you can start to communicate with them and turn them into potential sales and sales for the business down the track. Thanks again for your time, and I look forward to chatting with you in the near future. Bye.